Good day, everyone. I am Romero. I will be talking about self-discipline. Self-discipline is to push yourself forward to do something difficult or out of your comfort zone, regardless of how you are feeling emotionally or physically. According to Kapoor R. of 2021, the concept of self-discipline is regarded as fundamental to emerge into moral and ethical human beings and productive citizens of the country. The individuals need to be informative in terms of the areas where they are required to enhance self-discipline. Furthermore, the individuals need to be informative in terms of their job duties and the methods and approaches. Formation of cordial and amiable terms in relationships with the family and community members are regarded to be of utmost significance. Therefore, it can be stated enhancing self discipline is the key to augment professionalism and competence. In addition, Simster Z and Delmark B of 2020 stated that self-discipline direct or indirectly affects certain aspects of human life, such as daily routine, academic achievements, career development, financial independence, health behavior, addictions, social consequences, and psychological adjustment. In this respect, self-discipline is a valuable trait that many people want to obtain or want to develop within their psychological state. According to Scott C. of 2018, there are three types of self-discipline you need to accomplish your vision. There are active discipline, reactive discipline, and proactive discipline. First, active discipline is carrying out the necessary tasks at hand, such as having a balanced breakfast, avoiding distractions when studying, and exercising. You were actively disciplined when you choose to eat healthy instead of unhealthy. You were disciplined when you took the time to study and turn your phone off. Another example happened when you decided to exercise instead of watch TV or surf internet. Reactive discipline is maintaining self control when confronted with unforeseen circumstances like getting a flat tire on the way to work, dealing with unpleasant individual, or locking your car case inside. Instead of complaining, you use these situations as opportunities to learn. When you get the flat tire, you get the tire fixed. In that moment, you choose to be grateful that it was just a flat tire and no one was hurt. When dealing with that rude person, you turn the other cheek. You realize that their rudeness was their issue and not yours. You understood that an eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. You decide to treat that person with extra kindness because they needed it. Proactive discipline is planning actions ahead of time to help you better manage a problem, such as packing an umbrella for a rainy day, making a to-do list, and getting to bed on time. You watched the news that morning and prepared for the weather. You had goals that you needed to accomplish on the deadline and decided to create a to-do list to prioritize those goals. Instead of staying up late, you decided to go to bed early to wake up on the time the next day. Admittedly, it is hard to commit to self-discipline every day. Self-discipline is not easy feat because we are constantly faced with issues that seem to occur at the most bothersome time. It is true that we have no control over what can happen, but we do have control over how we react to what happens. As stated by Masa J. of 2019, lack of self-discipline is a source of lost self-esteem if a learner becomes poor. It may be the cause of deterioration on studies. Nowadays, students tend to perform poorly if not fail due to chronic tardiness, cutting off classes, refusal to do assigned tasks, failure to submit outputs like the project and the other activities. Not only that these students do not perform well in class, but these same students also do not show respect for authority in and outside the school. This can be outsourced from inadequate development of the moral character of the students. Self discipline is one of the most important and useful skills everyone should possess. This skills is essential in every area of life. And though most people acknowledge its importance, very few do something to strengthen. As specified by Beer G of 2018, developing self discipline many of the same practices as preventing and correcting misbehavior. But if one aim is much more than simply preventing and correcting misbehavior, and includes developing self discipline and punishment as not being one and the same. Unless combined with other positive techniques of discipline, punishment is insufficient for preventing misbehavior and developing self discipline. According to a Chief Concert Staff of 2021, self discipline is the practice of monitoring, restraining, or regulating your actions according to your code or values. It typically involves holding off on receiving immediate, short term benefits in favor of a higher payoff later on. The positive results you receive as a result of your strength and patience can be well worth it. For example, imagine you are presented with a buffet of your favorite dessert: fudge brownies, red velvet cake, Boston cream donut, and caramel apples. You can either indulge yourself or pick only one dessert to enjoy and forgo the rest. What will you do? At that moment, you might have a hard time controlling your desire to consume and cave in. On the other hand, if you are self disciplined, you might remember that you don't need all that sugar. You've been doing so well managing your eating habits lately, so you decide on the latter. This decision might seem easy, but if you struggle with self discipline in situations like this, doing so higher stake circumstances may be very challenging.
You might want to build muscle, lose fat, get out of the debt, save money, write a book, or start your own business. Anything that you will try to do in your life will require self-discipline. Now, what can you do if you feel that you're lacking self-discipline? Luckily, there are some strategies that you can use to improve it. The first thing to understand is that self-discipline is the skill that can be learned and developed throughout the life. Contrary to this fact, many people believe that they are born with a certain amount of self-discipline and that they can't do anything about it. Once you're conscious about this fact, then you can start to work towards improving your self-discipline, one step at a time. Start with building little habits. Let's say you want to write a book, but you can't seem to make any progress. Instead of doing nothing, try to build a little habit of writing 10 minutes every day, no matter how you feel. If you do that, soon you will realize that you can write daily, and over time you can increase the amount of writing that you do. Remember that starting small is the key when it comes to improving in any area of your life, and that is also true when it comes to self-discipline.
As Napoleon Hill puts it in one of his self discipline quotes, self discipline begins with the mastery of your thoughts. If you don't control what you think, you can't control what you do. Simply, self discipline enables you think first and act afterward. And that will be all. Thank you.